A family just lost their dream home because they didn't ask these 3 simple questions before making an offer. I'm Michelle Petrie, your Buffalo area and surrounding suburbs real estate expert, and these are the 3 questions you need to ask before making an offer on your dream home. When you're excited and anxious, you want to make an offer ASAP. But what you really need to do first is make sure that you're pre-qualified to purchase that home. Do the numbers work for you? Does the bank think that you can actually purchase this property and afford this property? Because you can go into open houses without having an agent, without having a pre-approval or anything, and fall in love with a home. But sometimes that could be detrimental because you might be falling in love with a home that you actually can't afford according to the bank. So we actually need to make sure first that you are qualified by a lender to purchase that home for the stipulations that they have. Maybe that home is only accepting a conventional type of loan and you are only approved FHA. There are a lot of intricate details associated with that. But if we take it one step further, yes, the lender needs to qualify you to purchase that home, but you also need to qualify yourself, meaning a lender could tell you that you're pre-approved for $700,000, but you only want to buy a home with the payment of $3,500 a month, which might equate to about $500,000 here. Yes, you can afford $700,000, but when you see that monthly payment and you go, I don't want to pay that a month, we have to readjust to what your actual budget is that you want to pay for. Because if you buy a home outside of your means, what else is going to have to change in your life? Are you going to have to travel less? Are you going to have to go out and eat less? Things are going to have to change. So we never want to be home poor or house poor. I am very big on looking at the bigger financial picture. So yes, you might be approved for X amount, but is that amount monthly going to fit into your personal budget? So there's a very, very big conversation that needs to happen on many levels before you make an offer on your home. While it's really important to consider the affordability of the home for you, it's also really important for you to know the condition of the property and any cost of repairs that might need to happen once you purchase it. Every home is going to have some things wrong with it. No house is perfect. We know that. If you don't know that, it's unrealistic. Whether you are looking at a home that needs a full rehab or one that seems absolutely perfect and move-in ready, there might still be things you want to work on. But let's say we're just looking at something that maybe needs a new furnace, a new roof, maybe some drywall repair. Every variation of those repairs is going to cost you money. Are you going to be putting in more money into this home than you're actually going to get out of it later based on the price that you're going to purchase it at? So those are things we need to think about. Is this a first time and first home for you where you're only thinking you're going to spend 3 to 5 years there? Do we want to put $50,000 into a house that we may not get out of it later based on the repairs or the upgrades that you want to make? So there's a lot of thought that must go into what does the home need, if it needs anything, and if it does, what does that cost and will I make that money back? Because ideally we want this home to be an investment for you that you will make more out of in the future. The final question you should be asking before putting in an offer is, what can I put in my offer to make it the most appealing to the seller? We are in a market right now, especially in Buffalo, New York, we are the hottest market in the country right now. You're in competition with a lot of other buyers many times. So what is going to make you stand out against all these other buyers? It's not always about the price. So yes, price is very important. It's a one-time investment. The sellers want the most out of their investment. However, other things that could be very important to them are time to stay in the home after closing because they still need to find another property to move to. Maybe they're contingent on the sale of this to buy something else. Maybe they want a very fast closing. Nowadays, a lot of people are going no inspection. I will never tell a buyer not to do an inspection on a home. Some people like to do a pre-inspection before they actually make the offer on the property so that they know what they're looking at. There are so many tips and strategies that you can put into an offer that will make it better for that seller. We just have to figure out what it is. And a lot of that is your agent's relationship with that other agent and building that trust in that relationship and really finding out what is meaningful to them. Sometimes it truly is just about money and whoever has the highest dollar is going to win. End of story. But sometimes it's not, and we need to play into those desires just as much, if not more. And that's why choosing your real estate agent first and foremost in your process is so very important, so they can guide you on all of these aspects to get you into your dream home. These are just 3 questions to ask before putting an offer in on your home, but there are so many other questions that also need to be considered. Don't be afraid to ask your real estate agent any and all other questions you have. Or better yet, you can ask me, leave your questions in the comments and I'll be happy to help you out. Or check out some of my other videos. I have a great one on the 5 secret tips to boost your home's value in 2025.